Welcome to the Brazier Brunch. We are your hosts, Rin Brazier.
Raymond Brazier.
This is our first episode creating the Brazier Brunch, and we are so excited.
Yes, it is.
I
I was gonna keep talking, but my brain stuttered.
No, so if you followed us on Real Talk with Rin and Ray, welcome back. We're excited for this new journey. If you are here new with us, welcome. This is a new journey for us as well. So we are just so excited. What you'll expect on this podcast is just kind of same things, just realness. We're obviously testing brunch items, which is so fun. That's something that we're both lovers of.
Yes. Wow.
Okay, we take that back. Your hosts are Red Brazier.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
This will be the only episode I am featured on.
No, we're just super excited.
I'm just gonna keep talking and sound like a fool, but we love brunch items. As you can see later on in the episode, we review my favorite brunch item.
We'll leave
chicken
it for
and waffles.
Oh, I was gonna say surprise, but yeah.
Surprise, chicken and waffles.
Anyways, if you guys want just a real raw podcast, this is for you. Clearly, we don't have it all together. We're not fake.
Clearly.
We tell it how it is. We'd love for your feedback on what you want us to discuss, what you want us to hear, and most importantly, what you would like us to eat brunch-wise.
Yes, strictly brunch.
Breakfast
strictly.
Or lunch. So,
yes.
Please follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We're having a YouTube channel now, and our Instagram. We will link that all below. It will all be at the Brazier Brunch.
Yes, and we read everyone's comments, every engagement that is between you and us. So definitely, please let us know what you want to hear, what brunch items you want us to test out, because there's so much.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited. I freaking love to eat, especially brunch, obviously. But thanks for coming on this journey with us, and we'll go ahead and move into our topic.
Today's episode, we are discussing resolutions. It's the new year, 2024, and we want to talk about our previous revolutions in 2023 and kind of if we achieved them, if we didn't, just a journey of that and just some life events that have happened to get us where we're at today. So Raymond, do you want to kick us off on what were your resolutions last year and if you achieved them or not?
Yeah, so I love New Year's resolutions. I think they're so fun. I get a little confused with resolutions and goals. They're kind of the same thing for me.
I think they are the same thing. I think resolutions just mean, I actually don't know what resolution means.
I was like, whoa, I don't know. Please educate us.
I think it's just used with the new year.
Yes.
I don't know the scientific things about it.
Okay,
if you guys know, please let us know.
Yes, we need some education. Anyways, so a little bit about last year and then heading to resolutions, just to give people some context.
Okay.
Last year we were living in North Carolina, Wilmington, 7 miles from the beach. It's amazing. We recommend that place to anyone.
We were there for 3 years.
3 years.
We lived in Utah before, and then COVID hit, wanted to be by the beach, and so we ended up in North Carolina in a small town called Wilmington, and it was awesome. We loved it.
It's where our family started. We first got Cucumber, our beautiful puppy, and then not even a year later, Kingston was born.
Yeah, our son.
So we quickly started a family out there. But in January of 2023, we experienced a death in the family, and we decided it was time to move back to Utah. So we packed our things up, and in August of 2023, we moved back to Provo, which is where we lived before moving to North Carolina.
Yeah. So it's been a wild journey. I don't know. I feel like we've just been along for the ride, and every place that we've been to in our marriage, it's just felt right. It's felt
Yes.
where God has needed us. There's always been a purpose of where we've been. And so we know this is the next step in our life of just being here and seeing what God needs us to fulfill before we go on to our next journey of things. I'm sure we'll cover that in later podcasts of our dreams and things like that. But
Yes.
yeah, that's like an update on kind of where we've been and how we got here.
Yeah. And there's a lot to go into, which we can later. But my resolution in 2023, my big one was to dunk a basketball on a 10-foot regulation sized basketball hoop. I want to dunk that because my two younger brothers can dunk a basketball. And little brother rivalry makes me want to dunk a basketball too. I want to be dunked up by my younger brother. Who wants that? So, which, Kate, if you're listening, you could easily dunk on me. But yeah, so that was one of my resolutions. Another one was to experience something new once a quarter. And I wanted it to be a big event.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was actually really excited for that. Honestly, I forgot what those were.
I honestly forgot you even had. I do remember you saying that, but
Yeah.
I totally forgot that.
So
I think that's so cool.
Oh man, okay, I'll have to update you on what they were. I know I did something for the first 3 quarters of the year.
You did a Spartan race.
Yes, so my
That
Spartan
was a big
race
one.
was something new, and I loved that. It really got me into probably, I don't know about the best shape I've been in my life, but got me in great shape and honestly like great mentally as well.
I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it gave you purpose in working out. Like, I feel like you've
Yes.
always worked out, but it was more just to work out to work out.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I'm working towards something, which I think is a huge motivator and a benefit from it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I wish I knew what those other events were, but the third quarter of the year, experiencing something new was the Spartan race, and I don't remember the first two, so forgive me for that. But as far as my dunking resolution goes, that's kind of a long story. So I injured my back in April.
It was springtime, yeah.
In spring of 2023, I did a backflip off a trampoline. I landed it, but I felt like I tweaked something in my back. And the next week, without stretching, I was doing deadlifts. And on my fourth and last set, I go to lift the bar and boom, something just happens, tears, rips, whatever in my spine. I dropped the weight and I dropped to the floor. And I had to limp out of the gym. It was bad. So after going through recovery, and then a Spartan race, come October 2023, I'm like, crap, I have to dunk a basketball before the end of the year. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. So I quickly did lots of research, lots of YouTube videos about ways to increase my vertical. I asked my little brother, my dad, who've been able to dunk a basketball before, for some tips. And honestly, in the matter of 2 to 3 months, I increased my vertical by 6 to 8 inches and dunked a basketball on December 28th of 23.
Oh, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so impressed that you accomplished your New Year's resolutions, because it wasn't just like, I feel like you set multiple goals, and a lot of times Raymond just, I call him phases. Like, he sets big expectations, and like, I feel like everyone does this, so it's no like hate on you, but like, you just don't follow through most of the time. And so
yeah, I will start
honestly,
a lot of projects or phases, but I don't reach to completion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was really honestly proud and impressed of what you did complete last year, especially with just like different life events and just so much change. It would have just been easy to be like, you know what, too much is going on. Especially like the last couple months of the year, you remembered, oh yeah, I set the goal to dunk a basketball, and you did it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, at least with me, when I accomplish things like that, it motivates me and gives me the confidence of like, you know what, I can do things. Yeah. I can complete things.
Yeah. And there is something else I learned with that because at the start in October, when I remembered my resolution, I could barely get an inch of my fingertips, probably like 2 inches of my fingers above the rim. So barely anything. Before the end of the year, I had to somehow get my whole hand above the rim and dunk a basketball. But what I learned about that is I'm a huge planner. I like to plan things before I start. But with this instance, I started and then I formulate a specific plan of how to get there. And so I think with some things in life, you just have to start and it's going to be trial and error because you don't know everything. But the important thing is just starting and figure it out as you go. And that's something I've never really done until that goal. And I'm really glad I learned that.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. So
Thank you.
good. I'm excited to hear what your new goals and resolutions are.
Yeah,
But
I love them.
Before we get there, I honestly do not remember last year's resolutions. I think so. Back in 2022, I ran a half marathon. And it was great. I ended up partially tearing my Achilles. And that was a long process of recovery. And I think one of my New Year's resolutions for 2023 was to get into bodybuilding. And with my injury, that just didn't happen.
Yes.
So I didn't do that.
Yes.
I don't remember my other resolutions, to be honest. And I didn't write them down anymore.
Was it reading a book a month?
No, that was the year before.
Oh, okay.
I did do that. I think that's what got me kickstarted, kind of like giving me the confidence is a couple years back, I had the goal of reading a book every month. One book every single month for the year. So 12 books for the year, which was huge because before I did that, I hated reading. Ever since high school, I've never been a great reader ever. And I just hated it. But I don't know why I wanted to do that. I really don't know why I wanted to do that. But I did it. And honestly, it's so funny. I love reading. It's something that if someone asked me, like, what is your hobby? That would be my answer is reading. I love reading. For Christmas, I just got a Kindle. And it's honestly the best present that I've ever gotten.
So cool. It's beautiful.
Raymond,
beautiful piece of machinery.
Yeah, Raymond loves it because I'm just off in my little corner reading and he doesn't have to deal with me.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget I have a wife. I walk in the bedroom like, oh my gosh, who are you? Oh, Rin.
Yep, I'm there.
Yeah.
But no, from that goal of just reading one book a month, it has turned into something I absolutely love. And I feel like it opened my eyes of, okay, setting goals can literally change your life. Like it can change your personality. It can change who you are based on one tiny decision, which I think is so cool. It's terrifying, but it's really cool. Yeah. It seems really big and just tedious. Is that the word? It's kind of overwhelming. Intimidating, overwhelming. Yeah, just to have the thought of like, man, this choice, this goal that I set could either develop me into a different person or it could make me realize I don't like this thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Thanks for those 2 cents. We are now 2 cents richer. And before we head on to our 2024 resolutions, our other conversation topics, we're going to jump into our brunch segment.
What you all have been waiting for, what this podcast is all about.
Yeah.
So we will catch you after we watch this brunch segment at the table. Enjoy. Welcome to our table. Today, we are reviewing the brunch item of
chicken and waffles.
So this is something. My favorite. Yes, Raymond loves this meal.
Yes, I do.
I feel like we got into it in North Carolina quite a bit.
Yeah, you get some good fried chicken out there.
And so we are going to be rating this chicken waffle meal. I put syrup on it. You did too, right?
Yeah, only syrup.
And then I also put fry sauce on it. If you don't know what fry sauce is, it's just ketchup and mayonnaise.
Yeah, it is one of the main things Utah's known for.
Yes.
It's
So
our fry sauce.
we're gonna dig in and then tell you guys how it is, and we'll link the recipe. And if you guys want to try it at home, please try it at home. So
Cool.
Raymond, let's dig in to this delicious masterpiece.
Let's do it.
Describe it for the listeners that aren't watching the video right now. They might just be driving to work.
Well,
So hungry and make their mouth water. Describe this meal to them.
well, you see, folks, kind of tastes like chicken.
Okay, Raymond made the chicken from scratch.
Mhm.
Tenders.
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. And then we just use a box mix for waffles. I do have a recipe if you want for Belgian waffles that are really good that I got from an Amish cookbook that are delicious. Anyways, you already dug in. What do you think? How is it?
Oh, sorry. I haven't gotten a bite with both. So to be fair, I need to get the combination. Mm-hmm. Take a while.
Well, honestly, are we being honest in this, or are we just being
honest.
nice? Okay.
We're being honest. Honesty is key.
Waffle is dry.
Yes.
Waffles are usually dry, right?
It was sitting for like 30 minutes.
That is dry. Chicken's delicious. I honestly love the mixture of syrup and the fry sauce. I just love that sweet, savory taste. Okay, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Honestly, because this has been sitting a little bit, it is dry, but like Rin says, it is a delicious, sweet, mapley, salty combination that just cannot be beat by any other dish.
Honestly, I really like, I don't know if y'all have Waffle Love near you, but that has great chicken and waffles. And here in Utah, they have fry sauce that goes with it. That's where I got the idea.
It's like a spicy chipotle mayo sort of combination, would you say?
It's just mayonnaise and ketchup.
And if you guys want to make some really delicious waffles, but you don't want to put in the effort of homemade waffles, Krusty's is a fantastic brand.
Really?
I love Krusty's waffles. We actually were gifted a waffle maker and a Krusty's waffle mix for our
wedding.
I
don't remember this at all.
I remember that. Those were some amazing waffles.
Why don't I remember this?
Because I probably
I know we have the waffle maker, but I didn't know we were gifted a thing with it.
No, so good.
Okay, well,
this is Krusty. It's
maybe
easy.
We'll have
Thus,
to order
Krusty's.
some. Out of 10, what do you rate it? 1 out of 10 or 0?
As far as overall with the brunch item, this is probably an 8 out of 10.
Okay, but this specific one, chicken and waffles, I would definitely give it like an 8, 9 out of 10 if I were like getting it good. But this specific one that we have made, what do you rate it?
Probably a 4.
That's generous. I'm just kidding. I'd probably give it like a 3.
Yeah, it's really bad. Dry.
Honestly, we'll eat this. We'll finish it, but we'll feed it to Kingston. Thank you for tuning in to this segment of The Table. And catch us on the next one and leave a comment of what you would like for us to try next.
Yes. Alrighty, welcome back from the brunch segment. Hope you enjoyed that sweet, mapley, salty flavor with us. So, anyways, Rin, take us away, darling.
Okay, we're going to hop in and talk about our 2024 goals or resolutions, which is crazy to think we are in 2024. I remember we got married in 2019. And to think 2019 to 2024, that is wild. That is crazy. Yeah. That seems like so much time. So much time.
Yeah. So we're planning on going to cruise. So if you want to donate money so that can happen, that'd be terrific. Because if we get no donations, it's not going to happen.
Ever. Okay, so do you want me to start?
Go ahead, baby.
Okay. So I'm excited for this year. I know people set goals totally differently. There's so many different ways to either set resolutions. Some people have like chosen a word. I don't know if you've ever done that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I feel like I've chosen a word this year to focus my goals around.
Okay.
And my word is selfish, which sounds interesting. Usually you think of selfish as being a kind of like negative word in the sense of you don't care about other people and you only focus on yourself.
You know, like the world revolves around you.
Yes, and that's exactly what I'm going for. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. No, something about me is I am terrible at saying no to people. I am terrible at putting myself first and making sure other people are happy before my own happiness comes.
And
Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely. And understand there's a fine balance with that because
Yes. Yeah.
it is good to put other people's intentions,
Oh, for sure.
happiness. So, it's good to put others before yourself. We're believers in Christ. That's what Christ did. But there comes a point where it can be damaging to your own self, just with moderation and all things. And that's what, sorry to put words in your mouth, but I feel like that's what you're going for.
No, definitely. I think it's too not selfish in the extent of using it as an excuse of, okay, this year I'm being selfish. Like, I'm not going to do this thing, or I'm not going to go help that person because I want to be selfish. It's more in the sense of, okay, is my mental health okay? Am I loving myself so I can love others? And I feel like for so long, I have made sure everyone else around me has been okay and that their thoughts and their feelings, things that I cannot control at all, I've taken upon myself that I have to control it or I have to carry their burdens when it's really not my burdens to carry. And so this year, kind of having the mindset of, listen, like, I'm focusing on me so I can love my family. I can be there for them. I can take care of everything that I need to so I can take care of others.
When Ren first told me this, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But I completely agree with where she's coming from.
Yeah. So honestly, I have to give it to Raymond because with my goals, he is on board 100%. And like, I can never finish a goal or do a goal unless he's there to support me. Like, he's my rock. He's everything. I feel like people say that, but really, like, you're my best friend. Thanks for being my best friend. Okay. But going off of that word, I have picked a few resolutions that I want to focus on. And that's basically just like self-care things. So one of them is just writing in a journal every day, which I've put off for so long. Raymond has mentioned it so many times. Like, you need a journal, you just need to let things out. And I'm just so stubborn. Like, if it's someone else's idea, I don't want to do it.
Ray is so stubborn. I mean, you really got to be good at inception with this girl because if it ain't her idea, it's not going to happen. So,
yeah. Anyways, so I came up with the idea of having a journal.
We're going with that.
Just to, like, just release everything and have the mindset of, I've always been scared to have a journal, thinking someone might read this one day, whether it's me, whether it's my children, whoever it might be, my grandchildren. And it makes me feel like I still need to have a guard up, knowing someone is going to read that one day. Yeah. In this journal that I have, I don't know what I'm going to do next year at the end of the year, whatever, if I'm going to burn it, if I'm going to destroy it, or if I am going to keep it to have that record of the growth that I've seen. Mm-hmm. But it's just releasing anything and everything just on paper so I don't have to hold it in. And at each entry, making sure to sign it, I love me. And having it just written physically that I love myself, kind of going along with the selfish wordness. Yeah. So that's the main one that I want to focus on this year, is just journaling and making sure that I love myself. So yeah, that's.
And again, to your credit, you've also been very consistent with going to the gym.
I have.
This past week and a half.
It's only been 5 days, but it
5
has
days.
been consistent 5 days.
A consistent 5 days. Keep in mind.
Yeah. But no, I love it. Another one of my goals is I have to have a reading goal because I love to read. So I have made a goal to read 24 books in the year of 2024. And I've already finished one, and I'm halfway through a second one right now. And my reward for going to the gym is after I'm done my workout, I get to go on a treadmill for 30 minutes and read my Kindle. And it is the best thing ever because I'm like not interrupted. I don't feel guilty for reading. I'm just like zoned in. And I just crank up the treadmill and I just walk and read. And it's the best.
Keep in mind, these aren't Magic Treehouse books. You know, these are full on. Like if you pick up this hardcover book, they're thicker than a Snicker. So
I just love reading.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. No, I love it. But yeah, I feel like those are kind of my goals. I can't think of. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think those are my goals. I think just really focusing on me this year and just making sure like my mental health is okay and just being there for my family. Anyways, thanks for listening to my goals.
Great resolutions. Alrighty.
Tell me about yours. Let's hear them.
Thought you'd never ask.
Thought you'd never answer.
So, oh my gosh, you're something else.
I know.
We talked about this in our previous segment about where I get lots of dreams, ideas, phases, and I don't execute them, or I start them but I don't finish them. And so my resolution, my word, because I do a word and then goals.
Ooh, what's your word?
My word is do.
Do.
You're done, baby.
Do.
Poop. No, but I was thinking about like execute, but I don't know. I just think do, because I have a lot of goals, like I said, ideas. And what I learned about my Dunkin' resolution is just to start, and I don't have to have everything planned out. Yeah. And so I'm just going to start doing things I want to do. And more specifically is I'm going to start a business this year. I've had a couple ideas. Some I'm really passionate about, some I'm not so much, but still a good idea. And so I'm going to do one of them, which I'm not sure which one yet, but as I get more details and more things ironed out, I will keep y'all updated with that. Other resolutions I have is last year when I completed the Spartan race, it was my first Spartan race, and I did pretty well. I finished in the top 5% of all racers out of, I think it was over 2,500 racers. I finished in the top 5% for my first race, and I feel really proud of that. So my goal for my Spartan race this year is to finish in the top 4%. That's my goal with that. I'm awesome. Super excited. It's so fun. Honestly, if you are in Utah or if you're near and want to travel for a Spartan race, please do it with me, because the experiences like that are meant to be shared. And it's so fun. And it really got me back in the gym and gave me purpose every day. So I loved it.
Yeah.
My next resolution, and this will not be completed in 2024. It might be 2025.
2026.
Yeah, probably 2025, actually. That's probably when I want to complete it. But I want to join the 1,000 pound club. But the 1,000 pound club is lifting 1,000 pounds between the 3 major lifts, such as bench press, deadlift, and squat.
Crazy.
I know.
That's
but
wild.
When I found out that was a thing, I'm like, wow, that sounds exciting.
That's what you want to do in life.
That's what I want to do in life. So I have created a training routine that will incorporate Spartan race workouts with increasing my maxes on those 3 major lifts. I've created a meal plan to get my meet my macro requirements. I'm super excited because, again, every day is just a purpose. Yeah, but I'll keep you updated on that. I haven't maxed out everything so far. I have a long way to go, especially with my back being injured and just strengthening those muscles again, but it's super exciting.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really good year of just fulfillment, of just not checking things off, but just enjoying the journey of our goals and just loving the process of it. and just looking back and being proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's the most rewarding feeling, is looking back and just being proud that even if you didn't accomplish your goal, you're further than where you started. Mm-hmm. That those little steps, even like going to the gym, I've had several injuries the past year of just my Achilles, my back, different things. I'm not where I want to be, but knowing like going back to the gym, I do things and I'm like, you know what? This is more than what I was doing yesterday. And having the mindset of it's just a day by day process. And in 6 months, you're going to look back and be like, wow, this is how far I've come. And to be proud of yourself, be proud of your accomplishments. Never compare yourselves to others, because everyone struggles with something. Everyone's going through a different journey.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that. And by the end of 2024, December 30th, December 31st of 2024, I want to feel like, hey, I did something this year. And I am proud of the confident person I have become this year. And I want to look back and realize I wasn't just a dreamer, but I was someone who can dream and do. And even if I started out struggling, limping, falling down, crawling, I started. I gained some ground. And so that's why I want to look back at the end of this year. And that, that begs the question, when you get to the end of this year, who do you want to realize you've become? What do you want to look back and think, wow, I'm proud of myself from where I started at to where I am now? And a year is a long time, but it's also a very short time too. So ask yourself that question, think about that, and let us know what your resolutions are. Because honestly, like I said, I would love if you could do a Spartan race with me, or if you want to hit up the gym sometime or just whatever.
Yeah.
But let us know what your resolutions are, even if they're similar to ours or not similar. And if there's a way we can help you with that, keep you accountable, whatever. But as I think telling people, being engaged with others, letting them know what your resolutions are will help you, but also help them as well.
It keeps you accountable of things. But no, we definitely want to know what your guys' resolutions are, because it's just fun. It's fun to hear what people are working towards. It's fun to see that people want to better themselves. And so please comment. Let us know what your resolutions are. And like Raymond said, if we can help you in any way, it'll be fun.
Yes.
Also, I just realized we're so far apart. Does this look weird, guys? Is this weird? I feel like we don't like each other. I promise that we do.
You do. Believe it or not.
I literally realized I was on the edge. Like,
you just slowly.
Literally as far away as I could. And then I was like, I feel like it'd be too awkward to be closer.
Yeah, don't touch my leg.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Please, 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 if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. We want to be engaged with you. We want to know who you are, who's following us. We love knowing that people actually care about this, because we love doing this.
It's so funny when we get together with family events. They're like, oh yeah, listen to your episode the other day. And we're like, wait, what? You were actually listening to that? I'm almost going to panic, like, crap, like, what did I say? Like, what do you know?
Yes.
It's honestly so fun. So we're glad you guys like it. We hope you do.
Love
if you don't, that's okay.
But please follow us YouTube, on any podcast streaming site, listening to us. We'd love it. And also follow us on Instagram. Our goal is to be more active on here. We know we weren't as diligent and consistent on our Real Talk with Rin and Ray. So we're really excited to start this new journey and just have fun. I think that's the most important thing for us. It's not necessarily becoming of it. We'd love to become something of this, but it's more of like memories for us. It's a way for us to just sit down and talk and just block out the rest of the world and just have fun.
Yeah.
So
if you do like what you see, definitely share this somehow. Share with your friends or family. Yeah. And stay tuned for next week and on our platforms, and we will catch you on the next one.